New Hampshire Hbbyloggr here. We're here at the site of the failed butt cut puzzle factory field operations, and we're going to retool, revamp. We didn't have any success at our butt cut puzzles, but we have an idea that we're going to use the slices and whatnot for fuel for our gasifier. So we got about 1 tank of gas going through the chainsaw. We got all these little rounds cut for our gasifier fuel. So here's the plan for the butt cut puzzle pieces. We're going to turn them into gasifier fuel. So we got a whole bucket load of wood rounds right here that we sliced off earlier, as you saw that happening live and in person. So we got to take this and there, so I don't know, like I said, about 30 of them probably. And the plan is to run them through the mighty chipper. We got that started yesterday, and hasn't been run in about 5 years, I guess. Really no need for it in the firewood business. No sense turning big buck firewood into little tiny chips. We ran a few pieces through, and that's kind of what we're looking at. So I don't think that's going to be too bad. And the plan this time, instead of blowing it on the ground, because that was just a test to see what it would do, because we're getting pieces like that, we're getting smaller ones. This is about what we're getting out of it, and I like that. It's a good size. So the plan is on this one, we're going to blow it into the back of the truck. This is one of those dumpsters, I guess you'd call it. So we can put that right on the ground, or we can keep it right there. I'm going to back up to the chute, and then we're going to fire it off into the chipper, get that started, blow it in there, and see what we have. It won't take probably 5 minutes to run that stuff through. So this might be the way to make great big piles of fuel wood very, very fast. So we will get the process started and get back. So I've still got a little bit more to go here. It's not feeding quite as fast as I thought it would be, but it's I probably got 10 minutes in it, and this is what we've got for chips. The bigger chunks, of course, of the weight and everything, it throws them further forward, and we got the finer sawdust and whatnot down here from the grindings, but the stuff up here looks real good. And I don't think I can be more pleased with that for how fast it goes. Just for a comparison, worth $1. These are about the average size of the pieces. You get everything ranging in between. Let me get a close up on that. So that's about what we're doing. Some of these could get knocked down just a tad more, but I think for the most part, we make a lot of good wood here for short order, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to try it out. First I got to dry this. This was green logs that I cut. The moisture's still pretty heavy in it, but I've been thinking about another idea for a heated tumbler to keep rolling this stuff in, put the heat underneath the big barrel there. I've got one that'll probably hold at least all this, and just keep rotating it around, drive the moisture out. Or get a big screen and lay it out, let the sun do it, but springtime it's a little hard to deal with that. So if this wood burns all right, now I do have some dry stuff in there that I think I'll run through into a pail, and I've been drying it all winter long. Rounds like that, they're just stacked up in the barn. So I'm going to run some of those through and collect them and see what we can get out for a gasifier run on that. Hey guys, it's New Hampshire Hbbyloggr here. It's 3:25 16. It's a Friday and it's about midday. I was going to start up the gasifier today for you and use those new that chip product that I made there the other day. So this is just continuing it. As luck would have it, it's raining. So I'm going to have to pass on the and putting the generator out here and running that up. I don't know if you can see, but it's a light rain coming down. I just don't want to deal with getting the generator all wet and all that stuff. But I am curious to see if those chips are going to make it through the gasifier. So we stuck the old bilge pump outside. It's running right now. So this might be the last straw for that thing, because it's getting pretty tired from the cleaning that I've had to do. It's starting to delaminate on the inside, and I guess it doesn't like some of the cleaner I've put on it. So I got the batteries hooked up and a charger on it. We've got the rest of the system getting air pulled through it right now, but I'm going to go right over here to this wood furnace, and I'm going to get out my starter fuel. Stick the old shovel right in there and get some hot coals and stick them down in the hole in the gasifier. Then we're going to come up to the wheelbarrow after we start getting some heat pulled through there, and these are the chips that I made from the chipper. I'm hoping that stuff is going to run through all right. Now this is real dry stuff that I had worked up the end of last summer, last fall, and they were just sitting in rounds. Had them stacked over here right on that stump there by the wood furnace. So it's good and dry. So I'm going to pause out, and I'm going to put some coals in there, get some smoke coming out of there, and we'll start bringing up the temperature and then start adding the wood, see what kind of a flare we get. But mostly I'm interested in what kind of a feed it's going to do, whether it's going to bridge up a lot, whether it's just going to fight me all the way or whatever. So stand by. Well, that didn't take too long. We're making we're making fire. We got the flare going. That noise in the background is the compressor. I've got an idea that I'm going to try. See that, little honey? We're going to try. Just for shits and giggles, we're going to put that right up on the top of the drum there, and we're going to give her a little vibrate and see how that does. The temperature, we're about 250 degrees right now. We're making a real pretty clean looking flare. It's really starting to drizzle and rain out there. Coming down a little harder, so I don't know how long that's going to stay lit, but now we just got to see how this is going to, let me see if I can't swing that in a little bit for you. Okay, it's 12:37. Checking my watch there, and the flare went out, and the temperature's dropping down to 250, and the manometer is starting to settle down a little bit. So my guess is we're running out of fuel. So I didn't even check to see what time it was when I started this thing, but I'm guessing we got an hour, probably an hour run on those 3 little scoops. So I'm adapting over the carburetor on the generator right now to accept wood gas. Now I was looking at the instructions on the generator there. It don't say anything about wood gas on it. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. So checking out for now. We're gonna open this thing up and let her cool down. I'm gonna go in and check the weather and the news and have a bite to eat and come back down, and I think we'll fire it up this afternoon. Okay, it's 12:51 and it wasn't out of fuel. It had bridged, so we got it shook down, and there's not a whole lot left in there, but I'm going to show you guys what the supercharger does. So that's about a 3/4 horse mower on a blower that I've adapted to fit onto the thing here. So I'm going to cut off that little 12-volt baby thing there, Mild Mary, and we're going to hook up old Super Slut. So hang on and watch this, guys, and I'll show you the temp. Right now it's down to about 200, and so I think it's starting to run low on the fuel, and the manometer is kind of hanging in there. So I suspect it's probably going to draw the fluid right out of the manometer because it's pretty, got some nuts to it. So anyhow, I'll see if I can't get both things in there for you. See what's going on. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Well, that made a little difference with the manometer there. And I'm buzzing on that. It's starting to get a little smoke out of there, so she's starting to get a little balky on the thing there. Temperature is 2 1/4. I imagine that's going to go up. It better. I'm gonna open it up and check and see what the fuel is. Well, she's about 2 1/4, I'd say. Well, we got the conversion kit on, but the rain has moved in. I was just up the house, checked the weather, and the radar is showing a big band of rain coming in, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's coming down pretty good. I closed the place up. The gasifier is off. I'm going to say the heck with it today. It burned itself out pretty much. There's a little bit of, let me see if I can get a shot down here for you. Yeah. There's just a little bit of coals left down in there, but that's about it. But that'll clean out. I was going to check the shaker later on anyhow, after it cools down. But I guess that's we're going to call it a day. I'm not going to fight with this thing, the weather, all afternoon. So I got everything moved in, the blowers all put away. So we'll go up and work on this video and see if we can't get something out sometime first of the week. Bye bye.